How are you all doing? Greetings from the Peepo Coin channel. I hope that today is fantastic for everyone. Folks, it's Tuesday, May 20th. As May draws to a close, things are getting better. We're heading to June. As expected, Bitcoin will reach its all-time high this week. A tiny shh came over us. Last night, there was a slight moonshot that brought our total to about 107,000. The bears are no longer there. Bears went into hibernation, I told you. The bulls and the bull run are the main focus of this. The end of this year is going to be a completely parabolic period. Bitcoin is going to be the first, followed by your altcoins. There's a lot to discuss in this episode. We will be discussing the stablecoin bill. The votes went through, which is what happened last night. What does that signify, though? Where are we going next? We will dissect BitMax's actions since, contrary to popular belief, this is more than just an RLUSD listing. Since the XRP chart from the previous bull cycle and the current Ondo chart appear remarkably similar, we're going to dive right in. Then, since this is a huge deal and extremely bullish for both XRP and the XRP out, we'll discuss this new stablecoin that just started on the XRP legend that Ripple announced. So without further ado, take a seat, unwind, and let's get started with a Bitcoin transaction worth $105,611. It has increased by just over 2% in the last day. With a value of $2,516 and counting, Ethereum the USDT is currently up 4.8% over the last day, with the dollar peg USDC remaining at 99 cents. Additionally, XRP continues to occupy the fourth position. At $2.34, it doesn't appear to be that awful. As you are aware, the resistance level for XRP is between 250 and about 264. I warned you that it would be difficult to crack. We've banged on the door 3 times and we'll break it. We're going to get through, people. You know what happens on the 4th knock. The next important point of resistance after that is 282 to $3. She raised the flag for the impending $4 to $6. The overall value of the Bitcoin market is slightly lower. The all-point season remains at 25 out of 100, down 0.09 from its peak of 3.33 trillion to 3.31 trillion. I simply posted this, and another day, another profitable trade. People, if you're not in the group, join it. It's cost-free. Clicking the link to join Telegram is completely free. By 5 o'clock, come over to my partner exchange. $100 must be placed there. After that, you can access all of the signals and verify them. A smooth 75% was redeemed on this atom, which is 20x long just this morning. What are you doing? Furthermore, I have no trading experience if you don't want to trade like a rip. You know what? We have only recently begun copy trading. Copy trade is precisely what it sounds like if you don't know what it is. Every motion I make, you imitate. You tell the copy how much you want to invest in each transaction, and then you press the button. You then get to derivatives and copy trading, where everything is clear and you can see that we're up roughly 4% right now. All you need to do is click the copy button. It will then ask you how much you want to use per trade. For example, if you want to use $20 per trade, and we typically use between 10 and 50x, it will use $20 per trade. You get $20 back if we hit 100% on there. To X, that is $40. It's that easy. Nothing needs to be closed. Nothing on your end is required of you. For its own benefit, it does it. Click the link I've provided below. Elizabeth Warren isn't happy, dude. I enjoy it when she is unhappy. She's crying and complaining, and she's doing everything she can to convince people not to vote for this. A brilliant deed. And guess what? I hate to say it, but the law passed yesterday with a bipartisan vote of 66 to 32, needing only 60 votes to pass. This is bullish, isn't it? Democrats, they stopped this from moving ahead quickly 2 weeks ago. Now it has progressed. Claims that Democrats are concerned about the Trump family's cryptocurrency transactions with World Liberty Financial and the dinner he hosted for the leading holders of his meme coin. He claims that the agreed amendment contains no clauses that would stop Trump and his family from carrying on with their cryptocurrency endeavors. A clause in the bill text would forbid any senior executive branch official or member of Congress from producing a payment stablecoin product while they are employed by the government. They put forth a lot of effort and are doing everything in their power to prevent Trump from winning. That's the crux of the matter. BitMax released this. As a result, RLUSD will soon be available on BitMax's XRP and Ethereum ledgers. Additionally, XRP is on its way. In contrast to our Gemini, which offers Ethereum, BitMax will offer both XRP legendared RLUSD and Ethereum, according to a tweet from Bill Morgan. This is significant. Furthermore, XRP will be included in the exchange's multi-asset margining, it says. That is significant, says RLUSD soon and XRP on May 27th. The first exchange to offer RLUSD as margin will be BitMax. Accordingly, the multi-asset margining will include both XRP and Ripple stablecoin that are minted on the ledger. Very favorable because the margin is determined by the NES risk exposure across all assets. Imagine utilizing your RLUSD, XRP, and Bitcoin as collateral pulled into a single account. Significant advantages: trading a variety of assets without constantly transferring money between accounts, and requiring less collateral than when utilizing separate accounts. People. It seems to me that BitMax is genuinely contributing to the XRP community. Next, we examine the XRP chart located on your left. On your right is an Ando chart. Is there anything that resembles this one? We are aware of XRP's fate. We had that moonshot all the way up from 20 cents back in the day. Ando appears to be consolidating rather well, with prices in the $80 to $1 range, you know. We have a crypto insight and know what will happen next. Since we missed the daily close, we shared his thoughts on the XRP to Ethereum pair. It's possible that this trend may continue to decline, and if we do hit a higher or lower low, the daily RSI may show a bullish divergence. A bullish divergence would occur if the price dropped and swept the lows, and the RSI made a higher low. You would therefore be looking at something similar, which may not have occurred yet, checking to see if it bounces in that kind of situation. He is therefore observing a positive divergence. Is everyone aware of the meaning of a bullish divergence? It indicates a reversal of the trend. The additional PE chart is now showing a downward trend. The price will begin to rise again if we observe a trend reversal and bullish divergence. People, this is the kind of news we want to see and hear. Next is Ripple. CoinDesk published an article. This is significant. In response to the growing demand for a regulated multi-chain digital asset and cross-border payments, Stratix X introduced a Singaporean dollar peg stablecoin, XSGD, on the XRP ledger. Why is this positive for XRP and the XRP ledger? Just listen to this carefully. In collaboration with Ripple, they have introduced their regulated Singapore dollar stablecoin on the XRP ledger. This puts a completely compliant real-time digital payment system right on the ledger. It uses XRP if it's on the ledger. Top banks support this with one-to-one reserves. People, this is supported by DBS and Standard Chartered banks, and Singapore's Monetary Authority has granted this a license. This indicates that actual funds are now moving through the XRPL. How many blockchains can make this claim? By 2030, the XRP ledger is included in a blockade of over $4 trillion in cross-border